Here's a few disclaimers for this video. This video will be mentioning a few heavy topics like dark humor, communism, and other subjects of that matter. So if you're sensitive to those topics, please click off. It would be advised. Thank you for listening. Hello, kitties. This is the Grinch story, the story of the Grinch. Rather, the place that is taking the Grinch currently because he is on vacation is Riamu, the actual man-child that is Riamu. This horrible, absolutely diabolical story, Chernobyl of a story, comes from 2020. It starts around 2020. But the screenshots begin at 2021, because we could not dig any deeper than that due to a server purge. However, as of recent, there was a time, long ago, where me and my good friend, Flair, who you'll be seeing throughout this entire video, besides Riamu and me, decided to go apologize to Riamu. But legend has it, Riamu is a little Reddit goblin, and accused us of cyberstalking. Let me give you a definition of cyberstalking. So cyberstalking means to stalk someone with personal information and blackmail them, essentially, and use them for personal gain. However, you know what's not cyberstalking? Apologizing in a public YouTube section, you goddamn airhead. Here, I'll even read it out to you so that you know it's not harassment, because in cyberstalking, you harass someone. And guess what? Harassment, I can read it directly from the source. Examples of harassment include offensive or derogatory terms, jokes, racial or ethnic slurs, pressure for dates or sexual favors, unwelcome comments about a person's religion or religious garments, offensive graffiti. Harassment is an unwelcome conduct that is based on race, color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, or pregnancy, national origin, and age. I'm pretty sure me and Flair apologizing in our sincerest ways was not harassment or cyberstalking. Because guess what? These two images, that video, is public information. And that comment that you made is public. You literally set yourself up because you made a goddamn public YouTube account and you expected us to actually get arrested because you have public information and you dare actually accuse us of cyberstalking. And you know what that can do to you as well? I have the proof. Look at this! Wrongfully accusing someone can also put you at a lawsuit for $250K, the same price that you just tried to shove in our face holes. And guess what? I have more incriminating proof about you for the last 2 years. Okay, on to the heavier stuff, such as murder. Yes, murder. This guy has gone as far to talk about murder. Literally killing someone over, accidentally giving them a cat that was already ill. It's like asking someone to kill themselves after giving them a sick fish at a pet store. Man, you should have done your research before going to go buy a cat from this breeder, because they could have been unreliable in the first place. Anyways, he makes claims like, we must please the black cat, as in the cat that died in his care, and other horrible things about killing people and wishing them dead, and a worser pain than him. Honestly, wishing someone dead isn't that bad, but going into graphic detail about murdering that person is a crime. And guess what? You have committed 3 crimes now. I mean, thinking of murder, who would have thunk it? Imagine, like, it actually being against the law, and then going into detail about how you're going to actually murder this person and planning it is illegal? Who would have thunk it? And, oh my lordy lord, you did a lot of wishing people dead. I don't know why you were so obsessed with wishing people dead. But I don't even care if it was a year ago. You still wish people dead. And that is bad. You know what? Even worse than boobies on dragons. We'll get that to that segment later. But it's information now that you should keep in mind. Because this dummy actually started an argument about on dragons being actual this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is she blind? Suffering some form of brain damage?
Now that that's out of the way, now that that show is out of the way, we can move on to the second segment. And oh boy, there is more to come. Yep, this goes deeper. This guy has actually gone out of his way to belittle and attack anyone who dared oppose him. Take the Mystery Mansion server. That whole drama was just a string line of YouTube videos, just a streamline of YouTube videos that were spitting bullshit. Essentially, this drama, this whole harassment thing, started because he could not add more than 5 characters. And the owner was uncomfortable, so therefore she asked him to stop. But apparently asking this guy to stop is already a crime in itself. So you know what he did? Oh boy. He just went wild on this. He rode the dick of this drama like it was a goddamn donkey at a rodeo. And I bet his is still sore after all this drama. And oh, it gets deeper too, because he also, although there's no screenshot proof, he has also harassed other people before. And you know what he did? He harassed the admins, and he got himself banned because he was being such a little rat. And you know what? I'm not innocent either. I was also there, and I was also somewhat fueling the fire. And so was Flair. But he went the initiative and did it first. And I'm pretty sure he was the first one to have sent a message there. And also, he loves to harass people for the littlest of things. And if they do not agree on his opinion, they are trash. This man says he loves dark humor. But when Penguins or Moist Critical makes a dark joke, he immediately starts writing every person who disagreed with the joke. I wish I had the screenshots, but he did do it, and I swear to God, I'll put them on the screen if I found them. But he did do this, and I almost laughed. Oh my god, this man, my guy, I'm pretty sure half his brain is made of cobwebs and dust. There is nothing in there but cobwebs. His brain hasn't been active since 2012. Moon also made a video on his harassment, and I'll put that on right now, as her video deserves to have at least some praise for its quality.
Now that we're done with the video, I'd like to address some points in there, and I'd also like to give my thoughts. With this first point, I would like to address the fact that you have forgotten that you needed to ask before you could kill a character. You can't just kill a character randomly. And with this point, I feel that the only one sexualizing the character is you. There is nothing wrong with the character having boobs, and as long as the picture is not showing anything like private parts, then I feel like the picture is okay, at least. And with this point, Violet was only telling you to calm down, though I do believe she could have handled this better, yes, but it also takes two to argue, and you also escalated the situation, so you are not exactly free from this point either. With this point, I'd like to point out that the ending sentence was extremely unnecessary and extremely inappropriate, and if we're really going to be holding people accountable for stuff that happened way before the rules were implanted, may I remind you that you and your friend were spamming the character list with characters that you never even used, and even though one of the rules clearly state that you cannot have over 5 characters unless you have the permission, you and your friend have ignored that. We also told you to calm down with all the characters that you were flooding the character list, and we placed you on a character lockdown. And then when you came off that lockdown, you continued to spam the character list. With this point, I will not deny my own mistakes. But I also have to hold you accountable because this was also before the character rules were implemented. So, with that being said, refer to the previous point, you also have broken rules that, before the character rules were implemented. The rest of this video is just them saying how Violet stole OCs, which I would like to point out that Violet got permission from the creator to use the OCs, and not to mention that you and your friend are also guilty of this. So, I would like to end this video by stating that this is not the first time that something like this has happened, and the fact that this person has been constantly harassing people in my server. And sorry for getting everyone involved, I just felt like I needed to put this out there, and thank you for watching and listening.
Thank the heavens that video is still up, but there's also another thing that's up. Him adding Vi, aka one of his victims, aka one of his assailants, but no, she's not, and more of a victim than anything. So he added her to a group chat and then immediately started calling her toxic and trying to start an argument with her. He was being extremely aggressive and argumentative with her, so I think he was just trying to look for a fight. Like, you ain't convincing me otherwise. Like, there ain't no way. So, with that being said, there is also another segment, and I already know that this video is about 11 minutes long, and you guys are probably just being like, how long is this video gonna last? It's gonna last a million years. It's gonna be like a MCU out here. So without further ado, here is the third segment. This is probably gonna be the longest segment because brother in Christ, he does a lot of this. He really likes to manipulate people apparently, because he did it to Flare multiple times, and it appears that he does not care, because immediately after he started trusting Vi more, he just abandoned us, like straight up, just because of a fake suicide message, and that was bait, by the way. Which we told him, and we said that Flare himself has actually said that he's changed as a person, and he still refuses to let him apologize because he's petty, I guess. So the drama that sparked this whole thing, basically, or for the most part, the drama that we cannot forget, the dragon drama. Yeah, I'm being serious. He actually made an argument entirely based off of tips on dragons. Like, really? And by the way, the entire argument was him being uncomfortable, quote unquote. But he also sent literal porn as an argument to combat dragons with boobies. Like, really? Really, guy? Like, really, my man? And he also really likes to refuse the fact that he sent porn as like actual cropped porn as like a defense. I was like, what? He also likes to deny that boobies on dragons isn't sexual, and that also his entire argument was based around a profile picture. It was a profile picture on a tupper, like a bot, and you know, it wouldn't be so hard to just ignore the fact that it was a dragon with boobies. And even then, the profile picture didn't even show the boobs, it just showed the headshot. It was only the head that you could see. It was not even the boobies. He was just making an argument just to be a little bit. Now, I'm gonna count this in too, because he also really liked this method of manipulation, which was suicide baiting. Basically, the thing that he left for was suicide baiting in the first place, but he did it himself for like 2 years. And I don't even care if it was 2 years like ago or something. No, it wasn't even 2 years ago. It was like 1 year ago when he left. And when he did leave, he did suicide bait quite a lot still. So, like, meh. So this is basically what he said the first time around. But you don't forgive anybody. If you forgave me, you wouldn't even try to drive me to f***ing suicide. All I'm gonna say is, if I do commit it, I'm going to send the f***ing footage to you so you can be traumatized and cannot sleep at night. You hear me, Violet? I have to calm down. Are you finally gone? You are like flies, and flies are so f***ing hard to get rid of. Just like you fucking dumb. If you forgive me, then leave me alone. For brains. And hasn't been the first time he's done this. He's also done this in my DMs, but less in a capsy way. He screamed about Vi, like basically bullying him, which he did not provide proof for at all, and basically just pulled it out of his arse. Like, he lied profusely about Vi bullying him. And he's never brought up proof except for out of context screenshots. And I'm pretty sure most of the time he was provoking Vi, because that just seems like something he'd do. I'll dive deeper into the whole Vi is bullying me drama, because this drama actually went on for 2 years. 2 full years of him just trying to antagonize Vi and harass her repeatedly with YouTube videos and other things like that. And anytime she tried to apologize, he would always meet her with insults and threats and all that. But also, he really liked the cyber police too. So the cyber police for him was people that like went to other people and arrested them via media. I'm not sure what that means, but in the first segment in murder planning, he said something about cyber police people for planning murder, and he kind of did that multiple times. So if there was a cyber police, I don't know why he's not in jail yet. And the Vi drama is really messy, and some of the screenshots I could not find because, again, the server purge. There was a massive server purge that I did, and I didn't think of the consequences, and I did not think that this drama would actually be a thing yet. So, yeah, I'll just let the screenshots speak for themselves, because, oh my god, I couldn't even put into words how massively lie-ridden this drama was. Now, I don't think he knows this, but that is also a crime. Lying about someone and spreading false claims about that person is also a crime, and he had no proof of her bullying him except for giving criticism and whatnot. So that's also a crime. I'm pretty sure he has like 4 crimes on him now, and it's only adding. We're not even at the 4th segment yet. Alright, so the next one is about me, actually. Like, an actual drama about me. Except this drama didn't go very far, except for 2 screenshots, basically. So, for context, he made a server after my server, and gave me the admin permissions because it was technically my server according to him. So, when he did that, I did implement a few rules and a few things that were just for funsies, like the jail time thing. That was an entirely different, like, joke. That was a joke. And apparently he didn't realize it was a joke. So he said that he wanted to ban me and my friend and then if he got, like, the permission owner back, like, he would have done that. And he would have locked me up and he would have, like, yeah, it was horrible. That was that was awful. And also, we were friends at the time, and he just decided to say this behind my back. Like, what? And yes, I did start an argument about that because me and my friend were starting to realize how problematic that he was being within the server, and we decided to confront him. But apparently confronting him is bad because we are not entitled to do that, I suppose? I don't know. And he said that he agreed to that, but then later he said that in DMs with Flair that he didn't agree. But as a friend, he's supposed to say that so we can understand each other, but he didn't. So I think that's more of his fault. But again, he's a little bit ignorant in that compartment of speaking about things, because most of the things that he just says is a lie for some reason. Like, he doesn't feel like he can trust people, but that could be purely experience with others. Like his lie about Vi. Yeah, no, we pretty much all know that's a lie now. I would also like to mention that Flair is no longer on Riamu's side. And for the most of this better part of this drama, he was a part of Riamu's side. Like, he did not like Vi because, according to him, he was manipulated into thinking that Vi was an evil person, which I can see because he really likes to suicide bait into people thinking that, like, yeah, his opinion's correct because he's a sad little mother trucker, yes. And, yeah, that's basically that part. Now on to the harder part. This part of the drama is the drama that made him leave. So basically, this guy that we knew used to dox people. He doxed 3 people and he shared the IPs to the server, and it caused an entire drama. And a few months later or so, that person and me were chatting a bit after he apologized and I forgave him. And he said he wanted to send a suicide letter to Riamu and Flair as a joke. And I said, alright, I guess, because I was a dumb kid, again. And so I sent the message, and Riamu and Flair took it pretty easily. Pretty at face value. And, but Flair said that it was baiting, and Riamu just takes everything too literally. And I did say later that it was suicide baiting because Crusader sent another message, and I sent that one too, where I was basically saying, like, yeah, I was suicide baiting. But Riamu didn't want to stay for that part because he's a pussy. And so that's the entire reason why he hates us, is because Flair said, go kill yourself now, in a message. And yeah, that's wrong, but Flair now owns up to it, but yet he doesn't want to admit that Flair is a changed person now. and he's also older now. And also, he made the point while he was DMing Benny that he was trying to stop Flair from sending that message, even though the screenshots and what he said was basically proof that he was encouraging it. He also wanted to send a message which was pretty bad as well. So not only was he trying to encourage harassment, but he was also harassing them himself. I don't know, man. This guy is so confusing. So the next drama is basically the most recent drama, the whole cyber stalking drama. So basically, me and Flair saw that his YouTube account was active again, and in doing so, Flair sent a comment saying that he apologizes and that he would like to get on good terms with Riamu. And then afterward, Riamu just denied and blew his ass out, like, immediately, for doing absolutely nothing. And then when I apologized, he decided to say something along the lines of, "I'm going to call the cyber police on you, look at all these screenshots, woo-doo-doo-doo-doo," kind of shit. And I was like, bruh, no. There's a country difference, first of all. And number two, you don't even know where I live. You don't know where I live besides my country, and where, like, you don't even know the state, like the province or whatever the you want to call it. You don't even know what city I am in. You don't know how to call the police on me? And there's a million people named after me, like, for real. He doesn't even know my real name. He only knows, like, my username, probably. And how are you supposed to call the police on someone that you don't even know the name of? And he also doesn't know the name of Flair. He only knows that Flair lives in the USA, and not even his city, but not even his name either. So I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that commenting on a public YouTube video from a public account that publicly commented on my video before isn't cyber stalking. And I wasn't even stalking him. It took me 2 clicks to get to his YouTube channel and comment. It's I'm just gonna laugh that off real quick. That is so goddamn hilarious. Now, I think that's enough for this segment. I'm not sure if there's anything more, but in later segments, maybe in the conclusion, I might add more, because I don't know. I might be missing a few things. Anyways, so without further ado, we'll add to the 4th segment, which will be smaller than the others. However, this video is already getting really, really long. Okay, this part of the drama is the part where the victims, aka Flair for the most part, is speaking about their experience with Riamu. I'll let all the screenshots speak them for themselves, as it's far too late for me to be reading this stuff out, but also for you guys to not listen to my voice for once. Now, I would only feel if it's right if I also put it in my segment, because he also kind of manipulated me in a sense, and I feel like I should be able to speak about what I thought. So, Riamu knew I was joking about this me and candy stealing and alcohol, I believe. He took it a bit too seriously. And I tried to make it pretty clear I was joking, because the the whole ... thing when they asked that I don't actually beat up kids, and like it was clearly joking. I don't know how to explain it. We also had this running gag where I would say, "Oh no, I'm gonna go die for a week because I couldn't access my iPad or anything really technological while I was in like when it was school, right?" And so I said I'm gonna go offline and I'm gonna die forever as a joke. I felt like that was a joke that was pretty obvious enough. And when I fell asleep, he decided to slander my stepdad immediately. Like, no hesitation, just started immediately slandering my stepfather. And was like, "Oh, it's all his fault now." I was like, huh? I mean, no, but okay. And also, besides that point, he also liked to vent to me sometimes in like both the server and DMs about random things, and he would always treat me as some kind of god or like literal server owner, even though I was the server owner, yes, but like in a literal sense I was just the friend, but he treated me as like an actual owner and would ping me anytime something slightly went wrong, and it was a little bit annoying, but like huh. And after like a few months of me realizing that, I told him to stop and cut it out because it was a bit weird, and he did, kind of, but his brother, on the other hand, didn't. He just kept policing the rules that kind of were easily could be ignored, and also because why not, I guess. And I don't know why, but his brother still remained in the server even though he did nothing in it besides like post art and police rules. Well, besides from that, I never really actually talked to Riamu all that much. He was just kind of there, to be honest. He didn't do much to me, he didn't talk to me, he was just a ghost, kind of. He just barely existed, I don't know. He like never talked to me like he did to Flare, or, you know, obviously Vi, so. And because Vi doesn't remember most of the drama, as one should, we'll have to cut this segment shorter because there is no victims that I could contact at the moment. So, on to the final segment, the conclusion. As this video comes to an end, and this recording is when I'm sick, I have one more thing to mention, which is this incident that apparently he likes to compare with NSFW, and anytime NSFW is mentioned, he would also mention this incident. And this incident is like, it's called Tiger. Like, this guy is called Tiger, right? And apparently he's a pedophile and a groomer, and he really liked ERPing with him. But I don't get why he didn't just block him when he didn't want to ERP, or like, you know, not be a P, I guess. I don't know. But we have reason to suspect this is a complete and total lie. However, his brother was backing him up, apparently. And so I don't know fully if it's true, but if it were true, then that's just then it's kind of just like, oh no, that really sucks, man. I hope you're doing well. But he isn't doing well, apparently, because I have to make this video. Well, I don't have to. This is a complete choice. I could have just said, like, hey, bro, you know, don't make that kind of shit about me in his comment section, but he's been ignoring me, so until this video releases and he makes a statement on his YouTube channel, then he's been ignoring me. Or so I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but feels like he is ignoring me, so I don't really have much to say. other than, like, he was a good friend for a while, but he kind of started to fall off when that whole Crusader drama went down. But he was a good friend, but he had this violent tendency, and that was actually rather concerning. And he didn't find it concerning, but as you can see with this video, that it is rather concerning because he talks about ripping people limb from limb. And yeah, I get that's like super, you know, in stock for him. I don't know how to explain it, but like, yeah. I cannot say anything more because I don't know what else to say, but I hope this video was at least some use and y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say that I'm not cyber stalking you, and this is enough proof that Riamu himself is not a good guy. And that also, that the apology was quite sincere and he just blew us off just for the sake of blowing us off. So, I guess that's the whole purpose of this video if you didn't read that. So, it could be considered spite, but I'm not going to say it's spite because, honestly, he was begging for a video for quite a while. Like, this could be considered a call-out video, but this is also a video for Flair to take to the police. Because if he does want to call the police on us, then we can just bring all the proof that he is also a really bad person, or we're not a bad person. We're not bad people, because guess what? A public YouTube account that we just, you know, used my own video, which is public, to, you know, comment on a public YouTube account is not cyberstalking, because the definition, again, of cyberstalking is getting somebody's personal info and harassing them, such as, you know, asking for goods and whatnot, but we're not asking for goods, we're apologizing. So I don't know how that was misinterpreted, but, you know, they gotta be people, you know? People like this gotta be people, you know? And, you know, like, I don't think he understands the concept of policemen, because, you know, like, how are you supposed to call the cyber police on two kids in like, one in a different state and another one in a different country? Like, the FBI are completely out of range from us, but also you could say that they called the police in my region. However, my region is unknown, so they don't know my region, and I'm not linking that here either. So I was really resisting that cough. Anyways, so the thing that you could take away from this video is that cyberstalking isn't going to a public YouTube account and asking for somebody's forgiveness, and that don't do bad crap, I guess, like planning to murder people or literally any point in this video, because, you know, that's bad, I guess. I'm just really sick, and this finale is like dragging on for a long time. Anyways, that's the whole point of this video, and I hope you liked it. I guess, you know, I will be doing more content like this, but probably not as long. It depends on the kind of drama. But that's it for the most part, until I could find more, then this video is done. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a really nice day or night, and don't do bad crap, stay safe, don't do drugs, stay in school, and eat your Fruit Loops.